I have so many of these things. Yeah, those are all the Fabric Battle of Objects characters that I have. Some of them I don't even use anymore, and some of them are the most recent ones. So yeah, let's start off with a random one. 8-Ball. He's actually been eliminated back in... You know, I'd rather not say the episodes. I'd rather you guys watch the episodes for themselves. So yeah, 8-Ball, he's a pretty alright plush. Yeah, you're gonna see some of the glue, like, lurking out or something. But, yeah, 8-Ball's a pretty good plush. I've been using this specific one since episode 5. Next is Thread. I've been using this one since episode 8. And I've had one before this one. This 3D one is actually pretty well made, honestly. If only I haven't eliminated her back in an episode. Here's the oven from episode 13. You can see it in the thumbnail. And this abomination. I think it's supposed to be green, the one from episode 3, I think. Yeah, it looks horrible. Just get that out of here. Here's Dime. She's actually still in the competition as of me recording this. This is the one I've been using ever since episode 5, and I actually like this design, honestly. It's a pretty good design that I've made for being this small. Next is Football, the one I've been using from episodes 1 up until, I think it was like the 11th one. Nah, it was the 10th one. Yeah. This is the one I've been using from episodes 1 to 9. I don't really like this one. It doesn't even have a backside, but neither does this new one. Football is actually eliminated. I feel like I should just add a backside to the new Football. Alright, who else do we got here? The oldest old-time clock. The arm is kind of floppy and his legs got taken off. Like, I made him horribly. Like, his arm is literally about to come off. The only thing that's staying intact is his other arm. But other than that, he's basically just Balloon, but without the flying abilities. I've been using this one from episodes 1 up until the 8th. Yeah, I'm not using this one again. Like, never ever. Yeah, I think I should just get rid of this one. Next is the Fonza logo, who is still in the game. He is an Ari plush. He is actually the only recommended character who is actually competing in Fabric Battle of Objects. No one's recommending characters, so the Fonza logo is the only recommended character, I guess. Yeah. Next is Cardboard Box. I've been using this one ever since the first episode. Yeah, this one and the Fonza logo were the only contestants who have competed in Fabric Battle of Objects that has not have their designs changed ever since their first introductions. So yeah, Cardboard Box is staying like this until the end of Fabric Battle of Objects. Next we got the old Band-Aid, the one I've been using up until episode 10. This one does not have a backside. This one looks more like a Band-Aid than this other one does. This one does not really look too much like a Band-Aid, but at least it has a backside. Yeah, the backside is a literal sticker, and the best part is that it's actually kind of accurate to an actual Band-Aid if you really think about it. Wait, nah, I think peeling a Band-Aid is different than this, but the most accurate I want to do. This one's the one I've been using from episode 10 and up. Yeah, this is the old one. Next is the first eliminated contestant. Oh man, I just spoiled it. Anyways, yeah, that's Dice right here. I've been using this one since episode 3. Yeah, because the old one, I kind of ran out of white fabric. So yeah, it ended up being too small. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the dice I've been using from episodes 1 to up until the second episode. Yeah, this is not good. I mean, like, this is happening. So yeah, dice. The new one is better. Here's the old paper towels and the new one. I honestly like the colors better on the old one, but the new one from episodes 8 and up there, man, this one's actually pretty good. So yeah, that's paper towels, I guess. Here's our host. Tablet. Here's the older one I've used up until episode 4. This is the one from episode 4. Still gonna be using this one. It's actually pretty good. I made him 3D just like most others. And yeah, pretty good. But I like the colors better on the old one though. Next we got green. Now this is a much better one. I think I used this one in episode 6. Was it the 5th? I don't even remember. But yeah, this is certainly better than whatever abomination the other one was. It's so bad I can't even find it. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good one. Most of this video is just me yapping about the contestants. Here's Ramen, the coolest one in town. This is the old one. You see, I tried making the two as similar as possible. And on the old one, you couldn't really reveal his other eye, but you can on the new one. He kind of looks weird without his beautiful hair. That is beautiful long hair. This one's the one I've been using. This one's the one I've been using since like episode 11. I'm tired of these voice cracks. Here's 5. I've been using this one from episodes 1 up until the 5th episode. Oh yeah, and I've also forgot to mention that this one's the only one that this and Cardboard Box were the only ones that I haven't replaced yet. And where's the new one? Where's the new 5? Please wait till the finale. Here's Speaker. This one is actually my favorite episode 8 plush. Here is the old one in comparison. I actually like this one. I like the facial expression, the 3D. This one's just gold, man. Yeah, this one could be better. It doesn't really fit Speaker's personality. Speaker's actually was eliminated, but she stayed but she then rejoined at one point. So yeah. Here's a recreation of the old time clock. The one used in episodes 1 and probably 2 remastered. Wait, actually, he will be used in the remaster of episode 2. I mean, looks close enough. I actually like the remake of the old one better than the real deal. Plug has had the most remakes of any contestant. He had 4 revisions. The first one that I've used from episodes 1 and 2, yeah, I kind of lost that one, which caused me to move to this one, in which it had some sort of floppy leg problem, and I just had enough of gluing back the leg. So then I replaced it in episode 11, and I've been using this one. Don't ask why there's grass on it. The reason why there's grass on this one is because, you'll see. This one's the one I've been using from episodes 11 up until 14. And this is the one I'm going to be using from episodes 16 and up there. Yeah. These two are old ones. Yeah. Stay tuned for Fabric Battle of Objects episode 16. It will be the last episode before I go to hell. And what I mean is school. Here's credit card. Yeah. Earlier this year, you know, January 2026, when episodes 1 and 2 were the newest ones, I've made a joke show called Object Unfunny. Basically, it's an object show with poor writing. It just had a poor art style, and it just looked like hot garbage, and I ended it at the 3rd episode. Yeah. But about this credit card, he actually looks pretty good, but he doesn't have a backside. I feel like I should add a backside so that it could look more accurate. Speaking of contestants that would look perfect if they had a backside, here's my completely original OC. I'm being sarcastic. This is basically just Fiery from BFDI, because he's my favorite character. You know, I should really come up with an original, like, character to... You know what? This BFDI Fiery is actually pretty well made, I guess. And here's his BFDI Characters Collection counterpart. Paper Towels BFDI Collection Fiery. He's just the GOAT. I have so many things related to Fiery. That's how I know he's a GOAT. Like, look at this one. Right next to the face of SML. Well, he was for a while, though. He's a dog, dude. Anyways, yeah, here's Light Switch. I'll probably turn this into the face of BFDI Fan 2019 soon, probably. Anyways, Light Switch. I've made some object shows before, having him as the host. Yeah. I've rebooted that show back when I think it was the 11th or 12th episode that was the newest, when I decided to reboot my 2022 show. Yep. It was a host. Yeah. I just decided to do this for continuity's sake. So yeah, Light Switch. This is an entire yap fest. Here's Strawberry. This is the one I've been using up until episode 13. Pretty sure this is the one I'm gonna be using for a while. Wait, when did I start using it? Was it in episode 13, 14? Could even be 16? I don't even know. But Strawberry is still in the competition. And also I like the facial expression better on the old one. Wait, the new one. Here's Croissant, another recommended character, but he's not in the actual competition. He was a major food judge back in episode 13. and so was him. Half Corrupted Bongo. Yeah. The recommender never specified what they would look like. So yeah, here's them. Yay. Here's Dollar, still in the competition. The new one just looks like a euro. The old one does not have a backside. Wait, this is the new one. That's the old one. This one's the one I've been using from episodes 11 and onward. I like the colors better on the old one, but the new one's better in my opinion. I love the new one. The new ones, the new ones have this one thing in which the overall design is better, but the colors are just worse. The colors are a downgrade, but the overall design is like an upgrade. Yeah, Carrot. It was a pain for me to get the legs pretty well, which is why I had some contestants that never actually made it into Fabric Battle of Objects. So yeah, this old Carrot, I only like the colors, but the rest is, this was my second ever Fabric Object. This is the first one I've actually made. Speaking of, I made all of these in November of 2025, just to clarify. There's GameCube Disky. The new one has a backside, unlike the old one. I've been using the new one ever since episode, I believe it was the 11th episode I started using it. This one just has a bland facial expression, just like some of the other ones. This guy is actually a debuter, also from Object Unfunny, the only Object Unfunny character to be remade. I forgot to cover the old thread. Whoops. This one does not look too good. Just look at it. Hang on. Here's the old time clock I've been using ever since episode 10. And I actually decided to add him some glasses, but they kind of ripped. I'm not sure how that happened, but that happened. I just like this new one better. It's just better in every way. Wait, why is Carrot in the eliminated contestant section? Like, it's not eliminated yet. Balloon. I use the exact same colors as the old one, and yeah, the new one kind of has a little bit of a better or worse facial expression. I have no idea. I mean, both of them look like identical twins, but one of them has... I mean, like, I like the facial expression on the old one because it kind of looks... It just looks kind of menacing, but this one has more personality. Let me know in the comments which balloon looks better, the one from episode 1 or the one from like episode 11. She's still competing. Yeah, any contestant that goes into the Apple bag is still competing. There's Floppy Disk, another contestant from my joke show. Doesn't have a backside. I based it off of some sort of like Macintosh floppy disk. And here's Watermelon. I actually like how I made the stripes and all, but no backside. I kind of want to get this done. Here's the old 8-ball that I've been using from episodes 1 to 5, or 1 to 4, I don't even remember. Here's his sidekick or something, Dime. The new ones are better in every way. Here's our favorite little delinquent, Glue. He was actually the host of my joke show, and if you're wondering why I'm calling him a delinquent, I suggest watching episode 13. But actually, watch them all in chronological order. Watch episode 15 first to see how they were all made, and then watch all the episodes after that. And then watch episode 1, and then wait for episode 2 remastered to continue watching Fabric Battle of Objects, since the original episode 2 is embarrassing to watch. And then watch episodes 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, that other number, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then skip to 16 since you've already watched episode 15 due to continuity. But yeah, this Glue is a pretty good plush overall, in which I never thought I would be saying this about a delinquent. Now go back to jail. Here's Pringle. Now I'm gonna call him Chip from now on. Yeah. Is there anything I could say about this? I could literally crush this one for being so useless. Here's Envelope. I actually like how I did the crease, but it looks kind of bland. Speaking of bland designs, Recycling, like Trash Can. This is his brother, Recycling Bin. I put more effort into Recycling Bin since he was only a temporary character for like episode 13. This is his pessimistic brother. I mean, like, Recycling Bin is like BFDI Nickel, while Trash Can is like Inanimate Insanity Nickel. Anyways, Recycling Bin actually ended up winning that 2022 show that I made, that I've continued, I guess. The last one of the main cast is Chalk, our favorite little mischievous object. Our favorite little bully. Yeah, she literally... I actually like how I made her 3D design. She just looks more menacing. She looks like, yay, I'm gonna go cause some mischief or something. Hey, Drillbit, you wanna flip it and... Well, the new one just looks menacing. Hey, Drillbit, how about I just... Anyways, yeah, I'll get to these last. Chalk is still in the competition, in which she actually made it far, even though she's a bully. Next, we got Notebook. I had one before. I had one before this one that I've used up until from episodes 2 up until 11. And here's this new one that I replaced in, like, episode 14. And whenever you flip his page, and the previous one did not have that, but if you flip the other page, you get some notes and a copyright date of 2002, in which, fun fact, 2002 was when Notebook was born. Yes, these characters actually have birth dates, just don't ask. I just thought it would be an interesting idea to have fictional objects have birth dates on real days. And finally, Drillbit. He's basically the little baby of of my fabric objects. Also part of my joke show, along with envelope and recycle trash can and floppy disk and stuff. Yeah, the ones, these guys. He's just a little goober. And he's I kind of made him a small, but like, he's still bigger than Dime. Well, thanks for watching this 25-minute yap fest. Anyways, see ya. Bye. And don't forget to sub and wait.